Hello everyone, my name is Kunal Gupta and I welcome you all to Physics Wala. चाय पी लो कहीं से, स्वाद मिलेगा यहीं से. I welcome you again to PW Gulf. So a lot of students were asking about the NEET 2023 counseling, right? Like which college we should block our seat for, whether we should go for upgradation in the next round or not, because already 2 rounds for the counseling has been done for the All India quota 2023 NEET, right? So here I have brought a detailed video where I would be discussing each and every aspect, right? How the counseling works, whether you should block your seat or you should go for upgradation for the next round, that is the round 3, right? And what are the cutoff? We would be analyzing the cutoff also. So this video is going to be important those who have given NEET in 2023, right? As well as it would be important for those who are going to give NEET the next year, right? Because you might be keen to know like what are the cutoffs etc. for top government colleges, right? The top central universities or the deemed universities. So definitely we are going to discuss that also. So without any delay, let's start the lecture or the video, right? So what all things we are going to discuss in this particular session, right? So first thing is how counseling works, right? I will be telling you each and every aspects after giving NEET, what is the process and what is the counseling for, right? Round 1 and round 2, we know already 2 rounds of counseling are over, right? So we are going to analyze these 2 rounds, right? And after that we would be checking out a few of the top government colleges, not all, under the All India quota. Don't worry, I will be telling you what is AIQ. Okay, this is not air quality index, air index quality, something like that. It's All India quota, right? Then after that, most important, the round 3 expected cutoffs, right? This will help you whether you should go for upgradation or not, or you should block your seat, right? Then we would be discussing the round 3 cutoff, expected cutoff for sure in this particular session. Now let's start. So you must be wondering, those who are aspirant for 2024, right? How like the counseling works. So you write an exam called NEET, National Eligibility cum Entrance Test. Let us suppose you gave NEET 2023, and why did you give this particular exam? To get admission into various courses such as MBBS, BDS, that is for dental. MBBS, by the way, the blue chip course that you are targeting, most of the students target. BDS or BSc in nursing, right? BSc in nursing, right? You might be targeting this course, or you might be targeting some courses related to Ayush, right? That is BAMS for Ayurveda, or maybe BUMS for Unani, or probably BHMS for homeopathy. Now what happens is, after you gave NEET 2023 or maybe any of the years NEET, after the NEET, after writing NEET, college allotment starts. Now there are certain authorities, concerned authorities, which does this process, right? For example, for these courses, by the way, this process is called as counseling, right? For these courses, the counseling is being done by MCC, Medical Counseling Committee, or by the state. State, here I refer to Delhi, Uttar Pradesh, Bihar, right? States like that. For these courses, it happens by the Ayush portal, Ayush Ministry. They have their separate portal to conduct the counseling of these courses, right? Now the MCC, it conducts counseling for all India quota. Now what do I mean by that, right? So there are certain colleges, right, of in which any of the student from any of the states can take admission, right? Let us suppose this college has 100 seats. Let us suppose this is AIIMS New Delhi, right? And this has 100 seats. Now any student from any of the state, be it Jharkhand, be it Orissa, be it Tamil Nadu, can take admission based on his or her score in this among these 100 seats, right? On the other hand, some states say that, like some state colleges what they do is they reserve 85% of the seats for the students from that particular having the domicile of that particular state. Like for example, I am from Delhi, right? Yeah, let us suppose I am from Delhi and there is a college, Government Medical College, GMC, right? So 85% of the seats would be reserved for the students having domicile of Delhi, right? So from in GMC, if there are 100 seats, right? So 85 would be reserved for the students from Delhi only. Rest 50, anyone can take admission, that is all India quota, and for which counselling is being done by MCC, and rest counselling, that is the 85% from that particular state, is being done by that state itself. Like Delhi, like Uttar Pradesh, they have their own counselling, right? Which links etc. are given on their portal, right? Now we would be discussing about this MCC, the counselling done by MCC specifically for MBBS course, right? Now let's go ahead. I hope everything is clear, like how the counselling works. Now the counselling for 2023 had already started and 2 rounds are done, right? Now here, after giving the NEET, you must have you must have got a score, right? After giving NEET 2023, you must have got a score, and based on that score, you would have been given a rank, right? And based on that rank, a college will be given to you. Just let me give you an example. Let's start with the general category. As you can see, the All India quota round 1 cutoff for the general category for the government colleges. This is only I am talking about the government colleges like Lady Hardinge, MAMC, Maulana Azad Medical College, All India Institute of Medical Science, AIIMS, right? So I am talking about government colleges. So for the general category, the rank closed at 19,396. That means students under this rank, less than this rank, maybe they have 18,000 or they might be having 1800 or they might be having 18 rank. They must have got government colleges in this rank, 19,396 in the round 1, right? This was for general category. On the other hand, OBC cutoff, it is a bit relaxed, right? They got in 19,977. Then EWS, it's 21,591. General, it's 19,396 and EWS, it's 21,591 for the round 1, right? And similarly, SC, it is 1,13,000 and for STs, it's 1,41,000 for the round 1. So based on the category, if you are having a rank better than this, then you must have got the admission. Now what happens is, after first round, there are some students who might not block their seats, right? Or they might not take admission or might not freeze their seats. The right word would be they might not freeze their seats. So then second round is conducted. Some seats are not freezed. So what will happen? They can accommodate more students. Now to accommodate those more students, the cutoff falls. That means earlier it was 19,396. Now from the general category, the cutoff went to 22,104. That means the student having a rank better than 22,104, that means he might be having 22,000. So he or she might be able to get a government college in this rank. And by the way, you must have got a scorecard, right? So based on your scorecard, you would have got a corresponding rank. The lesser the score, right, the more is your rank, right? So the more your score, better is your rank. So based on this, what you can analyze, the number of seats, roughly it gets increased by 10% in the general category. Same is for the OBC category and a bit more for EWS category, and for SC it is 1,16,000, roughly 16% increase in the number of seats. Like for the government colleges, the intake increased by 16%, and here the intake increase is quite less. Reason being, because the student might have freezed their seat for the ST category, right, in the government colleges, right? So it went to 1,45,254, right? Now the question must be arising like what was the cutoff for various government colleges, like if I ask about AIIMS Delhi, right, or probably AIIMS Rishikesh, right, or AIIMS Jodhpur, right. So what would be the individual cutoff? Now this is important for analyzing the score, right, for analyzing the cutoff, right. Now watch out carefully. The AIIMS New Delhi, what happened is, in the general category, UR is unreserved, basically this is general, right. In round 1, they took intake of 57 up till rank 57, right. They said we might be having 57 seats, right. So we would be taking intake up to 57, right. So they opened the seats up till rank 57, right. Now when the counseling happened for second round, it didn't intake because no one of these 57 would have left their seats, right. That means they all of them must have freezed their seats. That's why for the general category there are no seats in the second round, right. It didn't open up. All of them, all the 57 of them might have freezed their seats, right. That's why no seats are available for any of the rank further in the second round. For the general category, I am talking about AIIMS New Delhi, the blue chip one, right. That is the dream of the most of the NEET aspirants, right. Now let's talk about the EWS category. In the EWS category, they took intake up till 223, up till rank 223, and in the second round also it went till 223. That means they didn't increase, like there was no such increment in the EWS category as well. Now let's see OBC. They opened the intake up till rank 255, all their seats for AIIMS New Delhi for the OBC category in round 1 got full. So in round 2 they didn't conduct the counseling for round 2 for AIIMS New Delhi OBC category. Similarly, it got full here. So no need to conduct the counseling for round 2. Similarly, same for the SC, right. 989 seats got full. AIIMS New Delhi, I am talking about AIIMS New Delhi, right. And same for the ST. No one left their seat and they freezed it up till 1624. The rank, the intake was up till 1624 and everyone freezed their seat. Now here you can analyze AIIMS New Delhi, first of all, is the foremost best colleges of all, right, and the blue chip one. That's why no one is leaving their seat in this case. Last year, by the way, I remember, if I am not wrong, 3 of the students they left the AIIMS, so the seats got vacant in the next round. Luckily, but it doesn't happen usually. Students, if they get AIIMS New Delhi, they won't be leaving it, right. Now AIIMS Bhubaneswar, Jodhpur, Bhopal, Rishikesh, another blue chip AIIMS, right, one of the good AIIMS, you can check out. So for general category, these are the top colleges up till 773 for the round 1. They took intake up till 773. Yes, now they went to second round also, and in the second round they took intake till 791. Though the increment is quite small, only I think 18 ranks they increased, right. So increment was quite small, but they went to round 2, right. But for EWS category, seats got occupied, so they didn't increase, so they didn't relax the cutoff. Now for the OBC category, yes, there was certain intake in the round 2 also. Some students might have not freezed, they might be waiting for, they might get AIIMS New Delhi in round 2, so they would have been waiting and they didn't freeze their seat in the round 1. So they so the intake further went, and it the rank it took intake was up till 1630, right. SC got full in round 1 only up till 9318, so they didn't went to second round. On the other hand, intake, now watch out carefully. So for the STs, the cutoff was 17,000, the rank intake was up till 17,259. Now in the second round, In the second round, they the cutoff increased, like they didn't relaxed it. In from 17,259 it went to 16,745. That means they increased their cutoff, right? Earlier, if you were getting a score of 622 in the first round, right, you would have got admission. But if you went to second round of the, if you are in like if you belong to this category ST, right, then you would you would have got score of 623 in 622. If you have not freezed your seat, or have chosen option of blocking and upgradation, then you won't be getting this again. This might have this might have happened because students might have freezed their seat for this particular AIIMS Rishikesh, right, and that's why they raised their bar. Now similarly, for various other AIIMS, I have got information, like if you want to check out for any particular AIIMS for your city, then you can check out, right. Now you must be thinking, like, should I go for upgradation in round 3 or not? Let me just tell you. Like suppose like you got a state college, like government GMC, Government Medical College Amritsar, you belong to Punjab, and you got GMC Amritsar, right, and you know your score is not enough to get admission into a better college, like with a which requires a good score, right, then take admission, freeze your seat, and you can go for upgradation, right, in the second round. Because you know, if you get a college in your state, it would be quite comfortable, like you have to spend a lot of time there, right. So traveling, you would be saving some cost also, because if you go to some other city, you will be required to spend, like you would be required to spend a bit more, right. So you can save a lot of money and time if you get a college in your state, right. So accommodation, travel, etc. expenses are saved, right. As per my experience, I got a college in my city, Delhi only, right, and it was hardly 8 kilometers from my home, so I saved a lot of money. The hostel fees, the travel, etc., right. If it would be have been in some other city, so it takes like you must be required to go back home some other day, so expense increases. So if you are getting a college in round 2, right, and based on these cutoffs, you think you won't be getting a better college than this, the current college, then take admission, freeze your seat, right, whether it's GMC or whether it's AIIMS Bhubaneswar, any of the colleges you are getting, and you are sure that you won't be getting a better college, then you can freeze and you can go for upgradation, right, if you want else, right. Then there are few of the other colleges, JIPMER, Pondicherry, right, JLNMC, Aligarh, right, and BHU, right, for which cutoffs are written. For JIPMER, Pondicherry, it's 277, right, for the general category. Up till rank 277, they took in admission. For the second round, right, they increased their bar. Now watch out carefully for this college. What they did is, if earlier you were getting a 700 score in round 1, you would have got admission. But if you didn't, blocked your seat and you went to the second round, but your score was less than 710, suppose it was 702, right, you won't be getting an admission in this college in the round 2, right. So they raised their bar again, one of the premium colleges. EWS category, yes, they increased the number of seats, right, they increased the intake, I'm sorry, seats remain same. Right, they increased their intakes from 1350, they went to 1576, and similarly for OBC, not much increase was there, yes, but slight increase was there. In the SC, from round 1 to round 2, again not much increase was there, right, and similarly for ST, it remained the same. Now the blue chip colleges like AIIMS New Delhi or JIPMER Pondicherry, right, they have like limited seats, right, and student, if he or she gets the college in the first round, that's logical, he or she won't be leaving this college, right. And by the way, if you would have got any of the colleges among these, type in the chat box, if you have got any of these colleges, right, quickly type in the chat box your score, and based on that score, like which college you got in the 2023 counseling, type in the chat box. Now let's discuss the expected cutoff for round 3, like whether we should, this will give an answer to whether you should go for the round 3 counseling or not, right, whether you should wait for upgradation, right. So here is the data, right, for the general category. Yes, there was slight increase, right. Now what will happen in the second round? Based on the previous data and based on my experience, I am giving you certain numbers that are approximate numbers, definitely not 100% accurate. Like last year for general category, there was an increase for roughly 11%, right. So there was an increase of 11% of 22,000. You can increase it by 11%. So that will be roughly it goes up to 24,000, roughly 24,500 or up to 25,000, you can say, roughly, or probably less than that, based on the previous year's data I am saying. So there was an 11% increase in the round 3, right. So you can expect the round 3 closing at up till 25,000 for the government colleges. I am talking about for the government colleges. Now for the OBC category, the increase was, yes, there was increase in the round 2, similarly would be increase in the round 3 also, and the increase last year was roughly 10%, 9 to 10% increase was there. So you can expect this also to go roughly around 25,500 or so, or a bit less than that, right. So you can expect, if you are from this particular category, OBC category, you can wait for the next round if you think you are under this particular bars, right. For the EWS category, yes, there was increase, and in the third round there was an increase again, but the increase was less, roughly it was 8%, right. So 8%, it is I think around 22,000. So it turns out to be 26,430 around, or you can say 26,500 approximately, or less than that, right. So these are approximate numbers based on the previous year's data, right, and based on my experience, right. So I am giving you this number. Yes, in the SC there was an increase of roughly 16%, and last year also in the third round there was increase of 15%. So you can expect it to go approximately roughly 1,30,000, 33,000 something in the third round, right. Similarly, ST also there was an increase of, I guess, 10% or 12%, roughly you can say 10 to 12%, around 15. SC and ST had the same percentage increase, like it was around, I think, 15 or 12%. I guess 12 to 15% was the for the ST also, right. So it would be closing at approximately over 1,60,000. 10 or 12 to 15% was increase in the ST category also, right. So these were the data based on the previous years, right, and based upon my experience and knowledge. So if you think you lie in these numbers, right, if you think your rank is good enough that you can get a better college, right, so you can wait for the counseling, right, for the next round. Otherwise, if you are getting state counseling is also going side by side, as I told, yes, MCC is conducting and state counseling is also going on, right. If you have got the state, if you have got a college in your state, right, and you think it's good enough for you, right, then you can take the admission in that, right. If you know you won't be getting good much upgradation, right, and if you, even if you would be getting, it would be in a far off state, right, and both the colleges are equal, right, then take the admission in your state itself, because you will be saving a lot of things, a lot of stuff, right. So this was the analysis of the NEET 2023, right. Type in the comment section how was this particular session, whether you liked it. Type in the, make sure in the comment section you mention your score and which college you got in this particular score, right. I would be going through that particular section. I hope you like this particular session. All the best for the round 3. Do let me know what happens there. Thank you for choosing Physics Wala PW Gulf. Thank you.